inside the 15. Here's the return. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. They'll operate out of split backs. On the ground, it's Bishop. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Davis. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the big fella. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
The Vols have it with a 1st and 10. They'll try the right side. Can't get him to the ground.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Right back to the well. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the 1st down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
And the Vols are rolling down the field. They'll go to the ground. Finding some room. Got enough for the 1st. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Tennessee loves relying on the big physical backs like a Jamal Lewis, and this guy fits the mold.
Yeah, guys you just didn't want to tackle. I mean, guys that run angry all the time, and it's a mindset. When Tennessee has that mindset, the fans go crazy, and their teams are usually their best squads.
Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the 1st drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Makes the grab. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The Volunteers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Wants to throw on 1st down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's got it on the move. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
These 3rd downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this 3rd down.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this 1st drive.
At the end of a play, there is an injured Houston player on the field. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. He wants to change this route. To the air, it's Wegman. Finds his tight end. That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. With the catch, it's Broussard. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
To the air on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. It's caught downfield. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a 1st down.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the right. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Going to the run, it's Hughes. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Rides to the back. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
I know 4 yards doesn't seem like a lot, but, man, it's so nice when you can dictate to a defense. And 4 yards, back-to-back plays now set up where the whole playbook's available. I can do whatever I want. I can be aggressive. I love when offenses stay in that third down and short range.
Dropping back, it's Wegman. Going for 6. Touchdown, Cougar! Makes the ground right along the back of the end zone.
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point makes it 7-3. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And he's going to bring this one out. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. Here comes the heat. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. They got him down pretty quickly, but they're set up now at the 21-yard line.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or slip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you can tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
To the air, it's Wegman. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Back to pass on second down. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the right. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Great job by the quarterback bouncing back. Just got sacked the previous play. Now all of a sudden it's second and long, and everybody knows you're going to be throwing it. But he comes right back. He stays in the pocket. He's staring down the field. He's not letting the rush affect him. He finds his open guy. He gets the completion. It's not a first down, but now you're set up third and short. And this all of a sudden looking pretty good for the offense.
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult to him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on, bottling him up. That's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle him up. You want to set those edges really, really firm and make him turn back inside where all the big boys are coming, and you don't let that speed get to the outside.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. He's got it, first down and more. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Well, to heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down, but they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
They want to run this quarterback. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Houston going up tempo. He'll take it himself. Touchdown, Cougar! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And the extra point makes it 14-3. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
I'll tell you something, in college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions in the first half of this game. He's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute baller.
To the air, it's Wegman. He's got it and still on his feet. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. The Cougars line it up with a first and goal. Using his feet. Touchdown, Cougars. And they take it in for 6 more points. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. He decided.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Just going to keep it after the snap. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Pressure coming. Buried before he could blink.
Yeah, and the defensive line, 3rd and long situations. I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on 3rd down.
Now on the return. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Scanning the field, it's Wegman. Under fire. And it's a sack.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They've built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays. Exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him. Hit him. Get physical. They get the sack on this play, and that's just what they needed.
The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The offense changing the play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws. He'll start this drive going to the air. Finds the tight end. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Caught over the middle. It's Bishop. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin our wraparound with Clemson taking on the number 5 team, the Oklahoma Sooners. And it's the Tigers coming away with the victory in one of the highest scoring games we've seen all season. Make it now 6 straight victories for this team in what's turning into a very notable season. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the ACC.
The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the 3rd. Finds space on the right. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
To throw, it's Wegman. Quick completion on the out route. Gets away from one, finds room. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up and try and get it.
Could be an alley. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
And it's picked off at the goal line.
Hey, guys, I tell you what, man, they went into half. They were ready to rock and roll to start this second half. They put a nice drive together, and then it's just about managing the game, right? Don't take points off the scoreboard. I start to get an area where I'm in field goal range. I'm getting ready to score a touchdown. Be smart with the football. He gets just a little greedy, and the defense makes him pay.
Running inside. It's Bishop. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Right on the money. Breaks into the open. Oh, and the ball's out after that big play. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble. If this were a wider field, like maybe in Canada or something, that might have been a turnover.
And they could have turned it into a rouge, eh? I mean, this was a great chance by the defense here. I just love the fact that they are flying around and trying to dislodge the football from these ball carriers.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Well, the QB knew coming into this one it was going to be tough. They have a lot of athletes on the back end, but today, guys just not able to separate. Accuracy hasn't always been perfect, and as a result, they've got another ball getting knocked away for an incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Caught in the backfield. It's Bishop. Snags it, and there's running room. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And the Volunteers look to keep this drive humming. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Jackson. And they'll finally shove him out of bounds after a strong run.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
To the air on 1st down. Working that left side now. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Rush is on him. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short, and teams want to make their move in the rankings. Our final quarter is on deck, and it looks as if they are ready to go. After swapping into the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down.
Sweep.
From the gun, wants to pass. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down and one that did not pay off. Here comes the Houston offense out and ready to go. After their defense slammed the door shut, now the finishing touches can be put on this one.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll go right back to him. And he'll have to check his feelings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Cougars will snap it on 1st and 10. Rides the option, he keeps it. How about that play behind the line as they lose 5? They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Leaves it with the back. Got a little space. And to use that big, powerful stiff arm to extend the play and pick up a few extra yards.
Really nice play call there on 2nd and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a 3rd and manageable situation.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. Looking to throw, it's Wegman. Fires toward the target. Makes the grab. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
Defense is about feeling out the offense and what they like to do. What are they going to do in 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long? So far, the offense is winning. Defense is going to need to make some adjustments.
Looking downfield on first down. He's got it. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Houston has it with a 1st and goal. They'll run it. It's Hughes. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
The run up the middle, looking for the score. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.